Hi everybody.
Hi.
Another tea drinking video.
Yeah.
We're back. Lots of teas to drink from our ever-growing selection of teas. We're obsessed, obviously, with drinking tea and sourcing tea and creating unique blends. Lissy's crying over there because she thinks it's her meal time. But yeah, anyways, today we are going to drink the purple voodoo cake, which is a blend of purple black teas. And there's actually three kinds of purple black teas. There's Yesheng, which is like the Dehongensis varietal, which we sell, I think, three types: Fengqing Yesheng Hong, Wild Tree Purple varietal tea of Dehong, and the light roast version of Dehong. There's a second kind of purple tea called Ziya or Zicha, a naturally mutated version of Assamica. And it's a mutation that occurs due to UV. And then the third type, which I mentioned, is Zijuan, which is a human-created hybrid tea. We also call it Purple Beauty. There's a Purple Beauty Green and a Purple Beauty Black tea as well. And yeah, so that's three types of purple tea, just kind of briefly talking about those. You can read more on our website about purple tea and each of those kinds of purple teas. We have a fairly in-depth description of them, especially the Zijuan and Zicha, because these kind of like science behind those, or the research behind those, is interesting, how they came about. And but anyways, today this is a blend of different purple teas. I'm not going to tell you exactly which ones or the ratios, but we call it Purple Voodoo, and it's another wrapper by Giovanni, Crispino. We had a small Purple Voodoo design contest in the Yunnan Sourcing fans Facebook group, and this was one of two winners. Next year we're going to do 2019. We're also going to press this tea using another person's wrapper that also had an awesome design as well. So anyways, let's get to it. Enough of kind of the background there, the details. Oh, I love it.
Very purple.
Just the smell. Very purple.
Yeah.
It almost has a purple red tinge to it too. It's very floral. It's like a flower quality to it.
Yeah.
And like fruit juice. A little bit of grape juice, kind of, I don't know.
Grape juice.
Yeah, a little kind of grape, raisin and grape. Rum and raisin. That's what I've drank this tea quite a few times, blending it a lot, and then since the cake's been pressed quite a few times, I'm checking in with it. It's still pretty new. It's still got a little bit of a watery taste at this point in time, but
It's very good.
so rich and thick.
Doesn't feel like I'm drinking black tea.
Yeah.
It's different, you know. It's something different.
Yeah, it really is. It's got its own. I think the interesting thing about, well, it's kind of hard to say. Purple black tea is actually three kinds, like I mentioned. You know, the Dehong, Yesheng, and Zicha, and then Zijuan Purple Beauty. But this is our secret proprietary blend.
Actually, he did this by himself. So, good job.
I did it all by myself. I do a lot of things by myself.
Yeah, like what? Smells good. My cup is really big. I feel full, like, drink a couple.
It just gets sweeter and sweeter.
Wow, this dip is good.
How many grams did you use?
Still a little bit more than 7.
Okay. So not a huge amount. The teapot is far from full. That's a good amount.
The leaf is big.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yum. This is just one of those really delightful teas that makes you, it's just, some tea, it feels like real intense and serious, like some of the shungs, especially when they're young, and it's like, feels good if you're in the right mood. This is kind of like a tea for any kind of mood.
Yeah.
I think it's real. Although the cha chi, I think, is quite strong. This is the second tea that I've had today, but I've drank it quite a few times as the first tea, and it's pretty strong, but not in an unpleasant way.
花香.
Yeah, so it's got a real floral character, aroma, and taste to it as well.
The mouth feeling is very good.
Yeah. It's very tanniny, I think.
Fruity.
There's a little bit of a lot of oil too, kind of coating the mouth. Mm.
很满足是吧?
Yes, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I mean, I'm interested to see this year, because we pressed this pretty late in the year. I'm interested to see if it's different if we press it kind of earlier. Yeah, maybe it'll lock in a little bit more, or I don't know. I'm not sure. It's almost like there's flowers in it or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 花香.
Yeah, it almost has like an osmanthus and orchid taste almost. Just naturally.
Yeah.
The other thing I noticed that it has...
Excuse me.
Wow, 天上一堆.
You followed me.
The other thing I noticed that this really reminds me of too, which is like a good yan cha.
Yan cha.
Like a zi hong pao, like the purple da hong pao. It has that mineral character. You don't think so? Doesn't really remind you
I
of...
don't know.
It reminds me a little bit of...
Remind me like, yan cha. It reminds me something else, but...
But what?
The tea soup is very pretty.
Put some more water in. It's like my pet peeve. Only because we're trying to keep the video to a reasonable length, because I'm sure you all have better things to do than just sit around and watch us drink tea, talk about it. Oh, wait, that's the whole point.
Oh, the point is drinking the tea. Maybe you should use this, make some butter tea.
That's a good idea. I totally should.
Because,
I will. The taste will definitely come through.
Yeah, the taste is so special.
Yeah, it'll come through. This morning I used our 2013 Shomei 100-gram cake and took some of that and boiled it and made some butter tea with it.
Good.
Yeah, it was really good. With some little Himalayan pink salt. It's kind of like Tibetan yak butter tea simulation. It's just very satisfying, especially in the wintertime when it's cold. And I feel like the fat in that, the fats from the butter really help, you know, kind of just like ease my stomach into the day.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I can actually drink more tea later in the day with less, you know, after that, if I drink tea, well, then I eat, but then I'll drink tea. And then if I drink tea, like quite strong tea, I mean, I'll feel it, but I don't get like the stomach. I don't get the tight stomach.
Yeah.
I feel like it really helps. It's definitely something that I would recommend to people if they, you know, they find tea maybe can upset their stomach. It's worth a try. I mean, just
Or
mix a big chunk of butter in and with, you know, I mean, obviously not in 1 cup, but
or
I make like a thermos and I shake it up.
okay. Or people live
Or-
somewhere it's cold.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you want some warm, nice.
Yeah. Well, and we use unsalted butter, and then we add our own, like, you know, so we can have control over the amount. I add a little bit of Himalayan, like pink pink salt, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can try it with this.
I probably need to push a little bit. This is hungry.
Yeah, why don't you want to reboil the water?
Okay.
Might as well.
I need a
But yeah, this is a really solid tea. I think it's not quite as. No, I just closed the gap again. That was silly. You're gonna have to grab that in a second. Or actually, I'll grab it. I can grab it. This isn't as infusible as a pu'er tea, though. I think. I mean, it's black tea. It's
Yeah.
pretty infusible for a black tea, but I think. No, we can try. We'll push it a little bit.
yeah. It's very good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's,
And it's really stable too.
yeah.
It's not, you know, first infusion, second infusion, like they're not dramatically different so far. I think we're going to see a little bit soon, but that's kind of the art of Gong Fu brewing is how to get a nice even output on a tea and really get, you know, kind of the most out of it. That's really what we're trying to do. So,
Okay, well, wait
yeah,
longer.
but excuse me. So, oh, Lucy. Somebody is HUNGRY. But yeah, lots of new teas coming out. Spring teas are going to be coming really soon. Yeah, we're going to have. I think it's going to be a great year this year. I think we're going to have Xiao's going to have her own Sheng Cha blend this year.
Really?
Yeah, you
I
didn't
don't know that.
totally.
Yeah, I will try.
Yeah, I think you should make one.
Okay.
I think it'd be good.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
I'll let you know if I blend something's good.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know. Give me a call. 555-1212. That's 555-1212. Dial now. Sorry, I watched too much TV as a kid. On TV, they used to, like, whenever they had to mention a phone number, they would mention 555 because that was, like, I guess not actually in use anywhere. 555.
Yeah.
So they could use it without, like, because it would be like,
We're really cool.
yeah, because then, like, you have like a bunch of kids and people watching TV, and the next thing you know, they're dialing that number, and somebody gets like 10,000 calls. So it was always like 555-1212 or something like that, because it wouldn't actually go to somebody's house.
Sweet.
Yeah, nice. It's real stable. It's definitely. We're having to push it a little bit, but it's definitely maintaining a really nice output. I don't know. I really get that. I really get that mineral taste. I mean, maybe it's not really the same as like the yan cha, like the rock oolongs, but
Yeah.
it does remind me of that somewhat. That minerally taste.
Poor Lucy.
Somebody's grumpy. We're trying to get Lucy to eat later in the day because she eats like really early in the morning, and then she'll want to eat at like 1 or whatever, like dinner at like 1 or 2, and then it just makes it so then the next day when she'll wake up like 6:30 or 7 or whatever and like wake me up and force me to like feed her, and I'm kind of getting tired of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since when?
Since day one, actually. I don't like being woken up. When Lucy was a puppy, she would sleep until 10 or 11. We'd have to like go in there and like pull. When she was really young, we crate trained her, which was useful, I think. But then when she started sleeping in the bed with us for years, for the first, I don't know, 2-3 years, she would just like, I'd have to go in there and like pull her off the bed. I'd be like, get up, start your day, come on. Now she's like an early bird. I guess it's, hi, yes, I'm talking about you. I guess maybe it's her older age or something. I guess, as people get older, they wake up earlier. I know that's...
Like your dad? He woke up at
I think
4
he's
a.m.
always woken up at 4 a.m. He's a pilot. I don't know what it is about pilots. I guess because they have to go to the airport at 4 a.m. and get on the plane. I don't know what it is about flights. They all start at like 5:30 a.m. Anything that's affordable is 5:30 a.m. or 6. It's like horrible. Like, I guess they have to cram as many flights into the day as they can.
Do you remember we used to live in Bend?
I do remember we used to live in Bend.
No, that's not the point. The point is when we go back to China and plane tickets.
Always
like super early.
Yeah.
We'll have to wake
fly
up.
fly to Portland or Seattle. Yeah. Ugh. Just like, ugh. I hate that.
Yeah. Wow, very sweet.
Yeah, it's still really solid. And viscous too.
Wait, oh, Lucy.
Uh-oh. I don't think we're going to be able to do this much longer. I think somebody's going to get really upset.
Also, we have to push a little bit now.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. Definitely do check out Purple Voodoo 2018. This is a wonderful tea. Mm-hmm. I highly recommend it. It's affordable as well. And if you like good tea, you'll like this. If you like black tea, or you like purple teas, or you like purple black teas, especially, you're going to love this tea.
Yeah, it's very special.
Highly recommended. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.
Try. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.